Hi guys, it's Birb here and welcome to today's exclusive video report. And in today's analysis, I'm going to cover hopefully a couple of time frames for a better understanding for where we are for the current Bitcoin situation. So this is a mid-daily chart for spot price BTC USD. You would have the BPRO 12 hours default setup. Okay, this is the settings that I'm using currently. So this area is volume weighted average price trend lines supply. This is where the sellers are hiding, let's say, based on the volume. For these past 70 couple of days, we were standing, we were trading below its average price based on volume. And right now we have just made a full mean reversion. We had this positive bullish momentum twist for the BPRO waves. We are right now currently consolidating inside the resistance, and whatever the consolidation inside the resistance, it is like any range that is going on in here, especially in the resistance area. It's a constant battle of bulls and bears. That is the swinging up and forward. That's what defines the range. In this range, we also saw this tiny intraday fake out, or I should say not intraday, but this tiny fake out, making this section, this part, okay, on top, a local SFP, potentially local swing failure, which may mean that we would be bound to retest the low 36,000, which provides a lot of support in here. Okay, this is the mean for the trend, combined with the breaker high, which is a very strong support here. It actually just also is confirmed additionally by the price action lows of 27th of July. And if we get ugly close of the day below like $39,000, okay, or 38.8, okay, this brings the high chances of revisiting the low 36,000s to revert to the mean, okay, mean reversion, combined with the range lows retested, which would potentially make a further continuation, inside 36 up to $42,000, 42.6 as a matter of fact, range. And this consolidation, if we get something like that, this brings another strategy back to what you can expect and play the range, right? Just like you played the range by longing the range lows or shorting the range highs, right, previously, you can do it and repeat it on the fractal version. Okay, so we have the range inside the range. This, whatever happens in here, it's still part of the same range territory. And despite we saw this massive, beautiful upside candle, the breaker, the frost candle, okay, which pushed to the levels unseen, well, since the range started, which was a very bullish candle. So then we saw this kind of like annihilation, local neutrality candle coming on below, making this a local swing failure. Okay, I dislike the fact that we have this local swing failure, but at the same time, I am not surprised at all by any means, right? Because we are in the range highs territory. So price action wise and volume wise, from this cluster of based on volume, it does make a lot of sense to expect perhaps, unless we break through, is like before, okay, earlier, like or sooner, if we break through with a proper breakout and retest around the retest that holds through broken highs of the resistance cluster, okay. So unless we see this, because if we see such a breakout retest sequence, then it's quite likely that we would go and revisit, into this $56,000 region quite soon. But unless we see this, okay, it would make a lot of sense first to expect this range to come up with something like that. So similarly, the swing failures after local increases or declines have the reversal-ish kind of like vibes, right? Like a symmetrical triangle in here, or some sort of like a pennant, or a falling wedge, which typically is bullish after a downtrend. Like, I would not really get attached or glued too much to that, because this is the nature of the trading range. Okay, it's lack of direction. I have the breakout retest, and which takes us to 56,000 areas, just like I put in the report. Okay, with the successful breakout retest that holds through, does not generate a fake out, right? Because if we see a fake out, just literally, again, breaking through and validating this area, this brings further risk of some like ugly price action going on. If this turns out to be a fake out, this is just this, but on a bigger scale, right? If you know what I mean. So the support is confirmed to be around low $36,000. If we get, we already got confirmed with the local swing failure on top, so it makes a lot of sense to expect this consolidation then. Okay, with perhaps overthrows in here, fakeouts like this one, right? Or overthrows, right? So expect something like that because of the double nature of the sideways. This very breaker candle, this very thrust candle shows to me that we saw the bullish, strength somewhere that somewhere where it showed weakness before. I read that as a bullish sign. I read that as a bullish sign also because the weekly time frame is so oversold. Doesn't matter, what you see in the chart from the BPro here right now. The weekly time frame is extremely oversold. It's actually confirmed with a bullish crossover, like from the curve of the momentum. It has already been confirmed for this bullish upside reversal, okay, per the trend and momentum, because that's where the Birb indicator shows you. So the last time before that we saw this oversold and undervalued on the weekly time from Bitcoin, it was here at September 2019, okay, and freshly after 2018 reversal of the bear market, okay. Like if you ask me, okay, Bitcoin was trading back below for $6,000. It was trading like between $3,000 and $6,000. That is right now the state of the market. We are as oversold and confirmed for the upside bullish reversal, okay, and us oversold as we were back when Bitcoin was trading at $3,000 and $6,000. On the daily time frame, we are the daily trend lines, right? The daily volume trend lines, BPro based trend lines, which tell you that again, $45,000 is, as a matter of fact, the volume based resistance. While at the same time, there is an additional volume-based support at $36,000, additional power given to $36,000 region, okay? So we can tell that short-range volatility, short-term volatility is going to be mainly playing off somewhere between $39,000, okay, and $46,000. This is the short-term volatility expectation, while, okay, so this is 39 up to 46 based on the volatility, based on the local uptrend, okay, while there is a bigger volatility, like longer range volatility for the next weeks and months, perhaps to expect Bitcoin to be between $37,000 and $48,000. So whatever upside breakout, let's say you would have over here, or downside breakout you would have over here, it would bring you the abnormal volatility in the downwards direction or abnormal volatility in the upwards direction. So if you see a proper breakout like you saw in here, well, there is a high chance that we would pursue higher towards like $56,000, $58,000 cluster, just the one that I gave in the written form. Okay. Optionally, if we get to close below $37,000, then all of these lower levels like just come, right? So $36,000. I also referred, to like in the report to this, okay, this slow after this massive upside trend. You would see like massive uptrend, right, and some low momentum movement going on. I'm not the biggest fan of swing failures. Like I said, this brings the potential of us seeing some sort of like swing failures like we saw in here. Of course, I'm not saying we are going to see another like 60% fucking decline down to zero. Instead, what I'm saying is just compare and mind the mechanism. The mechanism is that if you see subsequent, resistance here, which is broken, then you see a support failing to hold, right? Then you see another resistance broken, and another time, just one more time, you see the support fails like it did in here, okay? If we see something like that, okay, again, then I would not be like the biggest fan for that, right? I'm still bullish, of course, it is obvious. And in my opinion, it's still just a matter of time until we retest $47,000 or $49,000 or $52,000, $53,000. Okay, the entire block, the entire region, 53 up to 58 is going to be definitely of crucial high time frame roll. We may get to see that in August. Okay, but if you see and if you recall, this low time frame, this low momentum move after a massive, increase, which may bring a fatter short squeeze, just like I referred to that. I was referring to this, okay? I was referring to this very pattern, this slowly upsloping momentum, which brought trend with slow momentum, which brought massive short squeeze, which initiated further range disbelief of the people and massive third wave rally. Okay, everybody, if you're still interested and curious to get try out the B Pro, okay, which flashed the buy signal at 31.6 or even lower, make sure you get it at the lower prices at thebirbness.com. There's this all waiting for you. Stay safe. God bless you.